picture of this. Really? Get a picture of the wine glass in hand while you operate the camera with a toothpick in your mouth.
Oh.
Put the toothpick back in.
Really? Why does everyone hit me when I shit my hand? Matt spilled coffee all over me earlier.
There we go. With the wine spill. You want a napkin, buddy?
Yes, thank you.
There's two camera guys right there.
Can you actually stop me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, miss. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I did really.
Action. Is that a mouse?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Cut.
Get talk loud on the music.
Why don't you turn it down?
I don't know how.
The volume over there. I think it's the other side.
Little background.
The knob.
Technically, get over there.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Wonderful.
Okay, so, I mean, I can't believe it's been a year. We were here just, well, we weren't here. We were at the place with the clown carpet last year. Right? We were at the Holiday Inn with the clown carpet. But it's been a year, and this has been the best year we've had as a company so far. We have sold over $7.2 million this year. 7.2, in which 1.2 million was new business alone. Wow.
New business, guys. New guys.
Okay. So we brought some new salespeople in this year. I want you guys to stand up so we can give you a hint. Miles Payne.
Already standing.
Get up!
Hey, Rodriguez.
Hey! Robert!
Sergio Gonzalez.
Hey!
And Chris Toll. Okay. We also had some new additions to our office staff this year. We had Kenny.
Yeah!
Hey, I said hey.
This man took away gray hairs from me that I didn't know I had. Okay?
Inventory, don't you understand, right?
Yeah. No, you've done a spectacular job.
We love you.
So glad you're here, and you know.
Hey, guys. There's a sales
Not
guy,
much
Kenny.
pressure,
Kenny Weston, give him a hand.
We also brought on our whistling Andy, our Andrew.
Give him the whistle. Give him the whistle.
I'm telling you, every day I hear him whistle when he walks in, and he just, no matter how bad of a mood I am, I smile, and he is just.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And Nicole, Jesus, I mean.
Yeah!
This whole thing this year. I gave her the
Castro.
mood to
Yeah,
put
she's
this
got a
all
pretty
together.
smile.
It was just beautiful. I mean, I actually got to come here today and take a bath and get dressed and do
TMI.
So, anyway, I just want to thank you guys. It was a great year. You guys have done spectacular. I'm very proud. You have that picture? Okay,
Miles does.
I'm not showing you a picture.
You know, from our aspect, guys, it's really hard sometimes because I
say to you,
Please
Brett?
tell me this is a picture of mine.
Drum roll.
Let the mouse
This
picture.
picture.
Brett's iPhone. Brett's iPhone.
There it is.
Birdie, this technology gets lost.
I know, right?
It just got sent to somebody in New Mexico.
Who are those crazy people?
They work for Schaefer.
Yeah.
They know everything now. The secret's out.
Alright. But you use a Microsoft. No, make it bigger.
What was that?
Make it bigger. That picture this year was my turning point. That kind of gave me, those boys were so happy to have this new warehouse.
We're ugly, but we've got it done.
Oh my God, you guys did.
Birdie, move.
Sergio took that, and Sergio took that picture, by the way.
How many square feet, Tom?
Notice how center it is?
6,000.
Hey, hey, Tommy.
Kenny, we're trying our best to fill it. Just give us some time.
Nope.
On that note,
Give me a lot of inventory out.
my point was is that from our side, I see something like this, and you guys were so happy. Every one of you texted me that day saying, "Oh my God, this is what we have," and then I saw the product in there. I don't see that product out there. You know, I see the bills come in, I pay for it. I see, you know, I talk to you guys, but that was a visual.
And Sergio took the picture, so we need
Yeah,
to give him
hey, credit to
Awesome.
He was too brown for the picture.
No, my camera didn't take very
Throw
good
the dark
pictures.
spot in there and then I can use
Anyway, guys, it was a great year.
Give a smile.
I love you all. We love you all. Before we get into the awards, Tommy wanted to say something, and I think Matt, you wanted to say something?
Look at the bass. Where's the bass?
Okay, Tommy?
Yeah, I'd come up.
Miles, show me a picture. Make it worth it.
Tom Noble.
Tommy.
What I did is they told me to come up and talk about where I started from and where Frontier's gone now. And I looked through my filing cabinet and I brought out a few things that I thought were interesting. And my goal here is not to brag about me or anything like that. I just want to say, you know, I'm trying to give you my vantage point of Frontier through my eyes. I started here in
1997.
1997. I found my original employment contract, signed on the back by Skip Miller and myself, October 27, 1997.
Yay, Tommy.
And it's real easy for me to remember this because my daughter, who is 15 now, was born October 7th when I first started. So it was kind of a neat thing. And I can pass this around if you'd like. This is
The original.
this right here. After many complaints from the salesman, this was our first trifold about a handout of all of our products.
We can
And
make more of
we'd
those
be
if you
ashamed to
want 'em.
hand it out now, but at the time it was pretty good. And I found one of my original business cards. And I used to always complain to Skip and Jimmy that it was green on the back, so you couldn't put your phone number. You had to use a special pin because we didn't have cell phones then.
The gold pin.
We had the Nextel push button pin.
Remember those?
Oh, I hated those.
Talking to
This
Dirk.
was the-
Talking to Dirk.
This was the oil. Dave, you remember these?
CTC.
This was our oil sample kits. They still have the.
I thought it was a urine sample.
You know, oh, you need to talk to Keith about that.
Only for certain employees. Only for certain employees.
Hey, you know the company's $5 for that, Tom.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Kenny, add that to my inventory.
That's probably out of your old kit, Tommy. You haven't used it in 10 years. Huh?
I used it the other day. I sold J&M.
There you go.
Okay, these are some invoices I found. This is when I first got my computer. This is from January of 2002. A case of Truck and Tractor was $180.
Oh, dirt cheap.
A drum of 30-weight motor oil was $493.
Oh,
How?
A drum of Ultra Torque is $669.
wow.
How'd you like to sell that now? wouldn't make any money, but it'd be fun. Here's 405, which we still sell. Sold for $552.81.
I sold it for $1,272.
And here's a bucket of 85 142 03 all gear, $108.40.
Wow.
This is all in 2002.
Inflation.
Keeping those to make sure.
And I had a white one and a green one, which he stole. So we used to have these, have a magnet on top. Need to talk to Lodi about getting some more of these we can pass out to the customers.
That's back when they give giveaways.
Yeah, I want to put a little pressure on the brass over there.
Down to 2.
And, I found this. This was a
What did you say, Woosah?
Frontier Performance Limited. This was a grease seminar that they put on. You remember that, guys? The guys that were here? This was in 2006. And might be something they might want to do again, I'm not sure, but I thought it was kind of fun, very informative.
Well, Tommy, you're going to share all this stuff with us.
There's only 5 of us here that was here.
Remind us.
Then this, Jimmy could probably explain this better. There was a salesman here named, that we called him the White Devil, John Keg. Wanted to talk about, he wanted a diagram to show open integers. So we had a cutaway of how the carbon chain had the open integers. So you remember that, Jimmy? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, saturated,
Let's see.
unsaturated
I must have been too far south. I
Saturated,
never
that's
got
where your additives attach.
And that's about it. I just wanted to just bring up, found a few things of nostalgia that was kind of nice. And I wanted to say one other thing. I started in 1997, and my day of orientation, when I first met the guys at Frontier, and I was, went through the green box and everything, I was here with another guy that's here, and that was Mr. Bill Lovelace. We started at the same time.
Tell me how your experience is with like our distribution, warehousing, communication between the office and the sales staff has been.
Well, when I first started, there was Lodi, there was Keith had a warehouse in Bakersfield, and Dave and I worked out of Gustine. And
I remember that.
and Dave used to go up every so often with his cow trailer and pick up drums. And we talked about
With Bud the dog.
with Bud the dog, and we talked about one of these days of getting a delivery truck. Can you imagine that, guys?
I remember when we got the first one.
Right. I mean, we didn't have a delivery truck. We were just thinking, oh my gosh, if we can get a delivery truck, it'd be so much better. And now we've got a big truck now, and we started with those 2 warehouses, and then we've expanded. I don't know how many do we have now? 9, 14, 15.
Somewhere in
And the warehouse in Fresno, guys, is really something, and the price was right. I mean, it's 6,000 square feet. It's it's huge. The one before that was what, 2,400 maybe?
25 at the most.
25 at the most. So
With the angles and
with the angles and everything, so it's really a nice.
where we come from Hanford, when I started in 2009,
Well,
to Fresno, and then to here. I mean, what do you think?
the one in Hanford was it was on the back end of somebody's shop in a dirt field. It was a challenge at best.
And before that was Kerman, it was even worse.
Jimmy, I think, used to lay awake, and when Jimmy woke up in a nightmare and a cold sweat, the first thing that came to his mind was the warehouse in Kerman. And to tell you how bad Kerman was, we didn't have a forklift, so I double pumped. If I sold a tote, I put an empty tote in my truck, I pumped oil from a tote into that tote, and then went out and pumped it again. We didn't have a warehouse. It was a nightmare. And we've gone through a lot of struggles, and it's good to be where we are now. That's about it. Thank you very much for your time.